this is Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and I'm your Sunday blogger, Rosemary. Today, I am going to have two people joining me answering this question. So here we go with Connie Bailey and Alfred Bailey. Today's question is, fitness. What do you do and why? How did you get started? When did you progress? Does it ever get easier? Is fitness a part of your daily life? If you do not, why not? Well, the reason I am asking my twin sister and Alfred Bailey to join in is because I interviewed him 3, maybe 4 years ago. I'm thinking 4 years ago because it was before she had had gastric bypass. I had come to try and help her, encourage her to do her fitness. Of course, she had guns, but she wanted her sister to be by her side, so I came along and helped her. And in that year, I interviewed him, and I'm going to be going back and forth with the interview because that was 4 years ago, and things have changed. So, without further ado, I want you to listen a little bit to the interview. Is what do you see in the future for both of you? And I mean, I know it's going to be slow at the beginning, but what are your dreams for you and Connie? What are your dreams for Connie alone? I mean, you can start anywhere you want. I'm going to turn you around, and you're going to be introduced to Alfred Bailey. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. Well, my dreams for Connie are that she will transform just like her sister Rose did. And I can see us doing things, going places, you know, living the life. I call it half since I'm over 50, so I feel good about it. It's like a transformation for me. And I had a plan B. I'm a believer, so, you know, if plan A doesn't work, then plan B is always there for you to fall back on. But, I've learned what it means to become one. And that's our concept, because I try to pass that on to her, is that the two becoming one, they have to become one. They're not are one, but they become that. So that takes time, and, you know, they need to meld together. So we both are willing, and here we are. So as far as me being active, I like to work out, and I like traveling too.
What's your biggest dream? You know, if it was happening tomorrow, what would be that dream for you and Connie, or for Connie?
Well, of course, to be able to do things together. You know, I wish we could go to a beach somewhere, travel, and you know, I could pick her up and put her on my shoulder and, you know, toss her around a little bit. That would be one thing, but, you know, it would be very interesting to be able to maybe trot along the beach or something, just, you know, to ride a bike together, stuff like that. Just doing some things that I love to do together. That would be a dream come true. Then you are the twin, right?
Yeah.
You're the exact copy.
Well, but wait a minute.
Oh, well, we're not talking about attitudes and stuff like that, but I do see the same thing.
Okay.
I see her as you. You know, she's going to still be who she is. We're not talking about that, but I see as size-wise, being able to do things, I see as.
Do you think she's going to keep up the motivation?
Yes.
Okay. So first I want to ask you the question, what do you do and why? And then I'm going to ask you, how did you get started? So let's go with how did you get started first?
I got started every day with 10 minutes on the treadmill 3 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
And that got my body to do what it needed to do. Out in the street and walk 2 miles a day. So I would walk a mile. I knew I had to turn around and walk it back.
Were you scared at the beginning?
Oh, yes. I was so scared. I never, ever, to this day, I really have never walked by myself. Alfred has always been with me, or Rosemary has been with me. And in the beginning, I was so wibbly-wobbly to walk that I would hold on to Rose and I would hold on to Dad. Mm-hmm. And there we went.
Yeah, we've got a few clips of her walking.
Say hi to the people. Say hi to the Nancy. Say hi to the people.
He's being shy. Okay, we're headed out again for our morning walk, and the sun is out, and it's cool out here.
and it's been a huge progress. So, what do you do and why? You walk.
I walk for my health, and now I walk for my health, my energy, for my bones. It's good for me now. I feel like if I get my walking in, I've accomplished something.
Do you feel like the habit has become you?
Oh, definitely.
Just like
Oh,
you,
definitely.
just like you do anything else.
Definitely. And I have to say, this man here, this man has been an inspiration to me because since the day I met him, he's never, ever stopped working out. Never.
Right.
And it's been 22 years.
So
And he was working out before then.
So the next question is for Alfred. Alfred, in the video you said that, you had a plan B. If plan A wasn't going to work, you were going to go to plan B. And what was your plan B, and how do you see Connie now working side by side? You said you two were becoming one, and that in the video, in the interview that I did years ago, you could see her already progressing. You had a vision.
The two becoming one is still ongoing.
Right.
The two shall become one. So it's an ongoing process.
Right.
And we're becoming more one now. I mean, in the last 4 years, we've advanced quite a bit because of the fact that she's gone through her change.
How are you feeling? What does that mean to someone that is probably struggling right now, and what does that mean to you now that you have become one?
Well, now, that's deep.
But we only have 10 minutes.
It's deep in the sense that, no, it's not, I don't mean for me to say it, but it's going to be hard to grasp because it's hard to put it into words. The words, there are very few words, if any, that can really say it. And it can be understood other than saying that it's joyful, it's so peaceful, it passes on, it's like the scriptures say, it's a joy that passes understanding. Mm-hmm. And it's such a joy to wake up and to be able to just go. There's
Nothing's holding you back.
there you go. It's freedom.
Right.
It's freedom that I'm telling you, do you experience when you're a kid? If you had a good childhood, at one point, I'm sure you did, there was a time when you just loved being a kid, when life was so full of joy and wonderful. Well, that's how I feel.
Well, how many times do you say, baby, let's go and play?
Yeah, that's what it's like. We're kids.
It's playtime.
Right, it's time that we play.
So fitness for us is not fitness as
A chore.
a chore. It is playtime.
It is.
And I've tried to explain that many times with just the one word that I use, which is freedom. I mean, what's the best thing you could do but do it, right?
Right.
And feel free doing it. Does it ever get, I'm sorry, let me back up. When did you progress? When did you start doing all that you do? I mean, I know that you went from swimming twice a day.
Yeah.
And that's how you got your fitness in. Because that was the only fitness you really could do. That was
In the beginning, it was the walking on the treadmill and outside. Then twice a day we went swimming. But we always worked in somehow our walking. And then he got me to hike.
yeah.
And I never dreamed, I always dreamed to hike, but I never dreamed that I would like it.
Yeah.
And I really,
Now she has
really-
hiking shoes and hiking sticks and all kinds of good stuff.
I love,
Backpacks.
Yeah.
I would fight to walk outside. I would fight with him. I did not want to go outside in the public eye.
Yeah.
And so I thought that treadmill was going to be the rest of my life, that I was just going to stay in and I was going to do the treadmill, while I was watching TV and just walk on the treadmill. But
So-
now I can't stand the treadmill. I want to be outside.
So fitness is a part of your daily life, both of your daily lives.
Yeah, fitness for me especially, it's life. I don't even think of it as fitness. It's like I said, it's incorporated. I become one with fitness, so to speak, too.
If you could give anybody some inspirational words, Alfred, what would you say?
Do what you want to do, so you can't do it no more.
How would you get someone to start fitness?
To start, you have to start. Period. Everyone starts in a different way. There are different things that motivate different people. So you have to find something that's going to motivate you and let that be your jumping off point.
Right.
For everybody's different, but find something that will motivate you. You have to be motivated for a health reason, for you want to look good, you want to feel good, you want to be able to accomplish something, whatever you need to that thought, that idea. That's the ground zero.
Right.
And just keep going.
The one thing that I want to say as far as my fitness is concerned is that I used to hear people say, well, I'm just walking. That's all I'm doing. And Alfred made me look at it this way. It's still burning fat. No matter which way you look at it, you're still burning fat. Exercise is exercise. Walking is part of exercise, right? Even if the path is a little blurry, keep walking. You'll focus in when you know what you want. Then the picture of your life will be crystal clear. Just don't ever give up, and don't ever stop walking. So, for the people that say, I'm only walking, what do you tell them? Do you say only is, it's not only. It is not just only.
Right.
You are changing your life.
Correct.
You are changing. You're becoming that person that never walked before. And that's what I used to tell Connie. You never did it before. That is such a huge accomplishment that you should be proud of.
And I am. I
Yeah.
am.
And
Yeah.
I think the thing is that a lot of people can think of exercise as sports. It's a sports activity. Actually, it's not necessarily a sports activity. Sports has adopted it as an activity so they can increase their performance. But as far as living go, then of course, you want to increase your living. So exercise increases the living. It's not a sports performance that you get out there and walk a mile. I mean, no, you don't get paid for that. You don't get a reward. You don't get endorsements for walking a mile.
I get a reward.
But the thing is, the reward is this. Is how you're going to feel.
Right. That's my reward.
So you're going to have, you're going to feel good about yourself because that's a feedback. You have to, you manage your own self. You look at how you feel and you look back, you sit down and you review what has happened since.
All right.
Take a review and do an honest assessment of your own self,
Yeah.
and then see what changes have been made. And you say, wow, I did that. Then you're going to be encouraged to try something a little bit more. You're going to try this and try that. Mm-hmm. Not as an exercise per se, but to get you to a higher level of being. That's where you want to get to.
So for us, we are in a play mode. Something that we can say we never did before. So for us, our little, what we do, it's not little, but what we do, 6 miles or 10 miles or whatever, Connie and I we'll be walking our 6 miles, and Mr. Alfred will be doing 20 miles on his bike. But right now, she has a partner, so he goes off and plays even more. But it's all about living life.
Exactly.
Enjoying life. Even if you just go 10 minutes, 30 minutes, it's you. You're the one that has to keep moving. Because if you don't move it,
You lose it.
you're going to lose it. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us this morning. And leave us a comment. Let us know you watched. And go out and be the best you can be. All right. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.